G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, and I am here to discuss a important topic, that is on stresses condition of soil, that is under geotechnical engineering. So before going to start the lecture, we have to know what is total stress, pore water pressure, and effective stress. Let's discuss one by one. So what is total stress? So total stress is consists of two words, that is total and stress. Total means collective and stress means force upon area. If we calculate the total stress, that is the stress due to the soil solid, water and the overburden pressure. Okay, if we calculate the force, that is mass into acceleration due to gravity, and we have to break this mass, that is rho into v, and multiply with g. After that, rho v, in this fact we will break the v part, that is rho into area into length into g. Okay, then rho into g is commonly known as gamma, that is unit weight of soil, then into area into length. If we calculate the stress part, then that is stress equals to how much? Force upon area, that is rho, sorry, gamma A L divided by A. So A will cancel out and the remaining part will be gamma into L. So the total stress is unit weight of soil into the depth of the soil. How much depth the soil is extended. After that, second will be pore water pressure. The pore water pressure means when the soil is present, then there will be some pores, and when the water is inside the soil, this is called, and they exerted the pressure on the soil, that is called pore water pressure. Okay, then आता है effective stress. The effective stress क्या होता है? Sigma minus Q. Here total stress is sigma and pore water pressure will be U, and the effective stress is sigma bar. The sigma bar means sigma minus Q. तो sigma होता है क्या? The total stress, that is the stress due to the soil solids, water and the overburden pressure, and the sigma bar is minus pore water pressure. So effective stress is commonly known as the stress developed due to the soil solids. Okay, then I have to discuss, I am going to discuss some important cases where these three we have to calculate. Okay, the first case will be case 1, when the soil is submerged. Soil submerged होता है. Soil submerged मतलब क्या होता है? If तो देखते हैं जब रिवर के केस में वहाँ पर सॉइल होता है और सॉइल के ऊपर वाटर होता है. तो if this is the soil solids and the water table is present here, so this part of the soil is saturated, and unit weight of the saturated soil is gamma shed, and after that the remaining part is what? Water. So here the unit weight will be gamma double. So in this case we have to calculate total stress, pore water pressure and effective stress. Let's done one by one. And in this case the soil is present here and the water is submerged the soil mass. So here the gamma will be gamma saturated and here it will be gamma double. If the depth of the water level is H1 and the soil mass is H, we have to calculate point A, we have to calculate sigma u as well as sigma. Here above point A there is nothing present, so sigma will be 0. And if we calculate u, when we put a piezometer here, the water level is here, so piezometer will not rise. So the piezometer, if the piezometer is not rise, the value of u will be also 0, and sigma star equal to sigma minus u, that will be 0 minus 0 equal to 0. When after that at point B here, above point B some water is present, and here the water, when we add a piezometer here, the water table will rise to this much. Okay, so in sigma, this part will be here, the H1 into the unit weight of soil is gamma W, H1 gamma W. After that, U will be how much? If you are putting the piezometer here, it will rise to this much. So the height is H1 into unit weight is gamma W, that is H1 into gamma W. Then sigma bar equal to sigma minus U is equal to H1 gamma W minus H1 gamma W. And this will be cancelled out, and the value will be also 0. At point C here, in point C, the sigma will be this much of water and this much of soil. So H1 into gamma W plus H gamma shed. So sigma will be H1 gamma W plus H gamma shed and U. जब वहां पर पीजोमीटर प्लेस करेंगे, तो पीजोमीटर जब ओरिजिनल ग्राउंड लेवल का पानी तक ले जाएगा, तो ये है ओरिजिनल ग्राउंड लेवल, तो दिस हाइट विल बी H प्लस H1 इंटू कौन जाएगा, वाटर जाएगा, तो वाटर का यूनिट वेट होता है गामा W, तो हाइट इट विल बी H प्लस H1 इंटू गामा W, and the sigma star will be that much H1 gamma W plus H gamma shed minus H gamma W minus H1 gamma W. H1 gamma W and H1 gamma W will be cancelled out, and here H gamma shed minus H gamma W, and the value will be H gamma submerged. So we calculated at 3 position sigma U and sigma bar. Let's draw its diagram. Let's go to the case number 2, that is soil mass with uniform structure. So structure क्या होता है? तो structure होता है uniform distributed load over the soil span. तो एक uniform load अप्लाई होता है soil कल्चर. तो soil के ऊपर जब uniform load अप्लाई होगा, इसके वजह से भी स्ट्रेस आएगा, तो उसको देखते हैं 1 by 1. So here divided the soil mass into 3 parts, A, B and C, and the water level, ground water level is present at point B. So here the soil will be dry, so the unit weight will be gamma D, and here the soil will be saturated, that is gamma shed. Then calculate sigma U and sigma bar at point A, B and C. So at point A, तो सिग्मा ए के ऊपर क्या होता है, एक स्ट्रक्चर है क्यू अमाउंट, तो स्ट्रक्चर के वजह से एक स्ट्रेस आएगा, तो सिग्मा विल बी क्यू, देन क्यू. इसके ऊपर पानी नहीं है, तो क्यू का वैल्यू कुछ भी नहीं आएगा, तो यू विल बी 0, एंड सिग्मा स्टार विल बी क्यू माइनस 0, क्यू. देन एट पॉइंट बी, एट पॉइंट बी स्ट्रक्चर जाएगा, और जो सॉइल में इसके वजह से एक स्ट्रेस भी है पॉइंट बी तक आएगा, तो सिग्मा विल बी क्यू प्लस H1 gamma T. H1 gamma T. After that U इस लेवल पे U कुछ भी नहीं आएगा because the water table will not rise because water table is here. The U will be 0. Then sigma star will be sigma minus U, that is U plus H1 gamma D. Then at point C, in point C, टोटल साइज में तक यहाँ तक एक स्ट्रेस आएगा, स्ट्रेस इस लेवल तक आएगा और स्ट्रेस इस लेवल का भी आएगा, तो सिग्मा विल बी H1 gamma D plus H gamma plus substance plus then U will be, जब इस लेवल में एक पीजोमीटर लगाएंगे तो वाटर टेबल किस लेवल पे राइज करेगा, इस लेवल तक, तो ये लेवल होता है कि H, तो दैट विल बी H, कौन राइज किया, वाटर राइज किया यहाँ से यहाँ तक, तो H गामा W, देन सिग्मा बार विल बी दैट मच दैट माइनस दैट, सिग्मा माइनस C, H1 गामा D प्लस H गामा स्टार प्लस Q माइनस H गामा W, which will be Q plus H1 gamma D plus H gamma star minus gamma W equal to H gamma some mass. तो ये केस होता है when soil mass with uniform substance. So